Hello, welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Brunswick, Maine. My name is Bill Clark. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees, and it's my pleasure to welcome you on this Sunday, August 2nd. Lynn Deeves, our service leader, is a Maine-based singer-songwriter, licensed massage therapist, and teacher and ordained student of mindfulness with Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh. Lynn is a longtime friend of the UUCB, who participates by offering musical support to various services, performing at the Side Door Coffee House, and at Concerts for a Cause events. Lynn has led services in the past, and her service today is entitled Practicing Patience, Learning to Stay During Challenging Times. Again, welcome and enjoy the service.
What is the greatest? What is the greatest? What is the greatest wisdom of all? What is the greatest? What is the greatest? What is the greatest wisdom of all? Kindness, kindness, that is the greatest wisdom of all. Kindness, kindness, that is the greatest wisdom of all.
We open this morning with the words of Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh. I have learned the power of patience. Sometimes things and people need a lot of time for transformation. The important thing is planting good seeds.
The Waiting Place by Dr. Seuss. For people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for a wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting, perhaps, for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting.
Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night. If you cannot sing like angels, if you cannot speak before thousands, you can give from deep within you. You can change the world with your love. Hear the song of peace within you. Heed the song of peace in your heart. Spring's new beginning shall lead to the harvest. Love will guide us on our way. Love will guide us. Peace has tried us. Hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the hard night.
Patience is a virtue. Patience is defined as the ability to wait calmly in the face of adversity and frustration. So anywhere there is adversity or frustration, everywhere, we have the opportunity to practice patience. Buddhist nun Pema Chodron equates this quality, this characteristic, with training a puppy. Stay, stay, stay. And our minds are off, chasing our objects of desire. Or being anywhere but right here and right now, especially if it's uncomfortable. And right now, for so many of us, it's pretty uncomfortable. We may find ourselves wishing for a magic wand to make it all go back to normal. Or we may want to push a fast forward button to get to the other side of all of these uncertainties and unknowns. When will we have a new vaccine? When will we have a new president? When will we have racial and social equity and justice? When will we have job security and wellness? When will we have inner peace? In the middle of all of these questions, are we able to develop a long view, or do we stay stuck trying to find a quick fix? I'll give a very, very simple personal example. Each weekend, it's my aspiration to have at least one day be off of media. And here's my simple example. So I'll find myself not knowing something, and my automatic response is, I'll just Google it to get the answer. And then I never have to stay with that discomfort of not knowing the answer. And on my off media days, Googling it is not an option. So I have to sit with that discomfort. And it's funny because by the next day, I've probably forgotten what that big urgent thing was that I thought I needed the answer for. So yeah, it's super interesting. I mean, that's a very simple example of there's so many ways in society where we can just get that quick fix, and then we become addicted to having what we want when we want it. What if we were able to stop and get comfortable with all of the uncertainty? What if we were able to practice being with the mystery of it all? What if we discovered that our edge is in the exact time and place where our fear and courage meet? Do we have the patience to stay? I'm reminded of the story of the cocoon and the butterfly. So this little boy finds a little teeny cocoon, and he's curious about what it is. So he brings it home and asks his parent about it, and they explain things, and he asks if he can keep it. So they put it in a little mason jar and put some grass in there and things, and every day he's very intently watching that cocoon, and one day there's a little teeny hole and he starts seeing some activity in there, and he's aware of metamorphosis and change and what's going to happen, that there's a little caterpillar in there that's going to emerge as a beautiful butterfly. So he's so excited and waiting, and he sees the activity, and the hole is getting a little bit bigger, and then one day the activity stops, and he's very concerned, and he thinks, something's going to happen to the butterfly, and so he runs and grabs a pair of scissors and snips a big hole so that he can help the butterfly emerge. And he's waiting for this beautiful butterfly with these big colorful wings to come out and do this graceful dance. And what happens is this creature comes out, and it has a swollen body and shriveled little wings, and he just thinks, well, maybe that's part of it. It will change, but it doesn't change. It walks around the rest of its life. It's never able to fly, and it eventually dies. And so the boy finds out that it's indeed that struggle inside the cocoon that caterpillar needs to strengthen its wings. It's that struggle in pushing out of that little hole that squeezes the fluids from the body into the wings to give them that strength. So I can't help but think of where we are right now in the world and all of our struggles, and how in our deepest struggles sometimes comes the opportunity to develop our greatest strength. I have a few wishes for us. May we allow the unfolding. May we acknowledge and listen to the wisdom of our bodies. May we stay curious. May we use this opportunity to have compassion for and connect with ourselves and others who are finding it difficult to be patient. May we look for and find many silver linings. Helen Keller said, "We could never learn to be brave and patient if there were only joy in the world." Let us learn to stay so that we can welcome our lessons with courage and with patience. Namaste. Go in peace.
May all beings be happy and free. May all beings transform their suffering. May all beings live as one. May all beings be at peace. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings transform their suffering. May all beings live as one. May all beings be at peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, transform their suffering. May all peace live as one. May all peace be at peace. May all peace be happy and free. May all peace transform their suffering. May all peace live as one. May all peace be at peace.
The Courage of Patience by Richard S. Gilbert. When we are overwhelmed with the world and cannot see our way clear, when life seems a struggle between tedium and apathy, or frenzy and exhaustion, when today seems a punishment and tomorrow a torment, may we find the courage of patience. May we recognize courage in ourselves and our companions that is not dramatic, that elicits no fanfare, that commands little notice by the world, that is forgotten and taken for granted. May we learn to cope like those who live one day of pain at a time, who see the long path of suffering and do not despair, who inspire us by their patient courage when we are impatient and afraid. May we know such courage and quietly celebrate its presence among us. Our closing words are from Leif Seligman. This is entitled Each Breath. Loving God, we pause in the stillness to rest for a moment, to quiet ourselves so that we can feel what stirs within us. Each breath draws us closer to the pulse of life, and with each exhalation, we make room for something new. May we find in this gathering the comfort of those who care. May we encounter patience along our growing edges and compassion in our most tender spots. Here may we find the inspiration and encouragement we need to face our challenges and nurture ourselves. And in the presence of suffering across the globe, may we redouble our efforts to practice kindness where we are, with the hope that the light of our actions travels like the light of faraway stars. May our gestures of compassion and generosity seed possibility. May we travel humbly with one another, choosing reconciliation over resentment, as we try to live right-sized. When life presses in and shifts us off balance, when pain assails us, when frustration mounts, may the rhythm of our breath steady us and bring us back to a place of gratitude.